Imagine taking part in an exam which was historically known for being easier than JEE mains. But with time, the difficulty changed, the dates got preponed, and now people are extremely confused. What should I do? How should I prepare? And what is a good score to get into BITS Pilani, computer science, electronics, and the branches? Today in this video, we're going to be discussing something very, very important. What is a good score to get into BITSAT? What is the weightages of various topics in the previous years, 2024, 2025, 2023, 2022? And the most important question, in the last 25 days that you have, how do I make the best out of it so that you get a score of 300 plus? So make sure to watch it till the very end because there are some very important hidden gems in the video that you'll find very useful. If you're new here, my name is Hari. I graduated from BITS Pilani. I got 314 which are 2019. Let's get started in the video. Of course, I'm sure that you are someone who wants to get into something like computer science in BITS Pilani campus. Then, my friend, you need to get at least 305, 310 plus. Last year, the cutoff was close to 304 because the paper came extra tough. But this time, make sure you have a safe hand. You get something more than 310, 315 plus, then you are guaranteed a seat inside BITS Pilani computer science branch. And if let's say you want computer science in any of the other campuses like Goa, Hyderabad, something like that, even 270 plus generally tends to work. And if you want something in the circuital branches, something like EC, EEE, ENI, and including mathematics and computing in any of the branches, make sure to aim for at least 250 plus. That's the sweet spot that you need to maintain at least. So you might think that, you know what, I'm actually not that prepared to actually get a really good score in BITSAT, and my JEE mains also kind of flunked. So what do I do? So this is when you try to get into the dual degree programs. Things like MSc Economics are extremely valuable and extremely useful that you can actually get into them. And once you get into those dual degree programs, you can work hard there and get something like a CS or EC or whichever branch that you want so that you can pursue your dream engineering career as well. Now, given that we know that in BITSAT, physics, chemistry, maths, English, and logical reasoning are the topics where you'll get questions and quizzes on, how do you prepare this? What are the important chapters in there? The honest truth is that things get jumbled and mixed up all the time in BITSAT, and sometimes in the last 20-25 paper they had combined multiple topics from different chapters, and then they had given new questions for people to actually get stuck while solving them. So this is a problem, right? But nevertheless, by rule of thumb, mechanics is quite important. Close to 20% of weightage comes from mechanics. Things like loss of motion, kinematics, conservation momentum, rotation mechanics are often very, very oftenly asked. So do not miss them out. And on top of that, electricity and magnetism is another huge chunk of close to 25 to 30% of weightage. Make sure you don't skip things like electrostatics because very easy questions are asked, such as Coulomb's law, Gauss law, simple applications, formula-based questions that you should actually be very well prepared in. Topics such as heat and thermodynamics is another 10%. And modern physics is also another 10 to 12% of weightage. And a lot of other questions get mixed up from other chapters as well. So do not forget and do not miss them out. But these are the important topics that you should definitely cover. And if you're someone who's struggling out there in BITSAT in the last 25 days, just follow my advice and just do one thing. Just do one thing. Forget everything else. Just solve full syllabus mock papers. That's all that you need. Trust me, in the last 20-25 days, all that you have time is to practice 130 questions in 3 hours. How do you go about it? How do you solve it? If you solve that, if you do that properly, trust me, your score will be beautiful and magnificent. That's what we've been trying to help you with at Cracket. Cracket is something that we built out ourselves. We BITSians who have scored really well in previous years, close to 300 plus, 320 plus, 330 plus in the previous years. We've come together and we've built an amazing mock test for you. This mock test not just has questions and answers and analytics, and it's not just that, there's also video solutions along with it, right? Video solutions built by BITSians for you, and on top of that there's also mentors who can help you out with each of the mock tests and wherever you go wrong. And on top of that, you have a community of other like-minded people who you can sit around with, ask questions, clear your doubts with. Everything is provided for you to go and crack BITSAT in the best way possible. You just have to take advantages of it in the best way possible. You can check the description. You can enroll in the free community as well. I'll see you there. Just like physics has very high important topics, similarly in maths you have a similar set of topics as well. Calculus and coordinate geometry corresponds to close to 30% of the entire paper. Things like limits, continuity, differentiability, definite integration, ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, and circles and straight lines, these are pretty important. Even though you might think that it's actually not relevantly mentioned inside the BITSAT brochure, some easy questions do come up from ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. So don't actually miss out on them. Prepare the basic formulas, prepare basics so that you are actually able to solve them if they come in the paper. And in chemistry, do not forget NCERT. NCERT is a bread and butter for chemistry. Many people actually don't study NCERT at all for BITSAT. It's kind of a big blunder, and often the mistakes that you make, right? If you study NCERT, that is going to be the differentiator between you and your competitor and thousands of other people. Imagine you get 15 out of 30 in chemistry, but if you had prepared through NCERT, you would get at least 20, 21. So that's a difference of like close to 20, 25 marks, right? So that's the difference between BITS Pilani and BITS Goa or computer science, electronics. Things that could very well impact your life for how many ever years you're going to live, right? So think of it like that. Think of it as an investment that you're going to make that it's going to last for a lifetime. And now let's come to the point as to why you guys are watching the video in the first place. What should I actually do in the 25 days? I mean, in 25 days, is it actually possible to do something? Can I actually get the marks that I want to? You can, but you need to be really, really strategic about it. You can't waste even a single moment. You can't even waste a single second. You have to be out there. You have to be out there trying to make a mark, trying to go all in, trying to push yourself until it really starts hurting you. Only when you reach that level, only then you can consider yourself that, okay, I've given it my best, right? So in the first 1 week, just trust me, just try to do some amount of chapter-wise mock tests. Important chapters in calculus and coordinate geometry and electricity magnetism will keep coming again and again and again. And I've seen this for so many years and people still don't believe me, right? Things like electrostatics, things like P block, S block, chapters like circles and straight lines, vectors and 3D geometry, modern physics, chapters like conservation of momentum, rotation are definite questions. You're going to have to prepare them. There will be a few questions, you cannot miss them out. And sometimes there will be combination of multiple concepts that you need to be ready to tackle as well, right? Focus on chapter-wise tests in the first 1 week alongside the JEE Mains preparation. Give a few marks in JEE Mains, maybe like give a few marks in chapter-wise tests while parallelly preparing NCERT and formulae lists and synopsis for organic chemistry and things like that, right? Do not forget them. Focus on the related chapters as well. Focus on getting your concepts right so that you don't really miss out on anything. Focus on getting everything in place so that you can actually go and prepare and write the full syllabus mock tests. And in the last 20 days, make sure to give at least 1 mock per day. Trust me guys, giving 1 mock per day is the game-changing factor for most people who are going to go and write BITSAT. Imagine your first mock, you get things like 180 or 190, but in your last mock, you actually see that score going from 180 to like 250, 260. Again, that's not going to happen magically. It can't happen for everybody, right? But imagine you learning so much that you actually have the potential to actually improve your marks by that much. It's not realistic, but it is possible if you put in the right amount of effort, right amount of time into it. If you solve 130 questions, 20 papers, that's 2,600 questions. That's different permutation combination of different papers and different questions that is ever possible that's going to come to your actual final exam. So you need to be prepared, and that's where PS BITSians, we've tried to come up and build a great mock test series for you with video solutions, with mentorship, with test analysis, with everything that's possible out there, right? And this is done so that you guys can actually enter your dream college and nothing else. There's no ulterior motive except this. So make sure you take advantage of this and prepare for it. And after you write that exam, after you write a mock test, make sure you do thorough test analysis. Take a new fresh notebook, write down every mistake that you made, write down everything that you learned from that, write down what exactly went wrong, what concept you need to work on, and what concept do I have to revise again even after seeing the video solutions. That's something that you need to think about, and that will be a game changer for you. So if you do these things properly and judiciously in the next 20-25 days, I'm sure you will get your dream score. It may not be 300 plus, it may not be 250 plus. it'll be something that you think that you deserve, because it's not just a function of the last 1 month of preparation, it's a function of the last 2 years of preparation. This is just going to be the last and final stretch of how you go and finish it. If you finish well, you can get a huge boost in your scores and your ranks. Trust me on this. Work hard, prepare well, prepare through mock tests, prepare English and logical reasoning. Do not miss out on that. I'll see you guys in the free community. And check out the Grafton mocks. I'll be happy to mentor you guys and be with you guys and support you guys until the very end. Bye-bye.